Well, it's about Modugno, Modugno, Modugno. That's province of Bari. That's about 5 kilometers from this town to Bari. That's port town, Bari, you know.
How do you spell that?
Bari, B-A-R-I.
That would be a larger city that
Oh,
more
that's
people
yeah.
would know.
Bari is about at least a million now, you know.
Oh,
Them days
okay.
it must have been probably 400, 500 population. That's a big city. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
In fact, during the World War,
The naval base.
the Navy was there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Americans were there. They were well trained.
okay,
And so I was born on 22nd of February.
okay. In, that would be,
That's in them town, Modugno,
yeah, but the
Year.
year would be
1899.
1899. Okay. Are your recollections of that area?
Well, I'll tell you, I went to the 3rd grade in the school, and my father had, you know, a farmer, and we grew a lot of mostly olive orchard, almond, things like that, you know. And so I helped then I quit school when I was about 11, 12 years old, and I went to help my dad till I was 15.
What did you do in the orchards?
Well, we cultivate the land, you know, and pruning trees and all that stuff.
Were they on hillsides? It seems when you see pictures of almond and olive orchards that they're on hillsides. Were they on a hillside?
No,
No, okay.
that's,
What was it like for you socially? What was...
well, socially, everybody knew each other, you know, small town. The town that I born in was, them days, about 11 towns, you know. And so everybody knows the other people, you know.
Yeah.
Generally, they have a nickname too, you know.
Oh,
They
like-
call them, if you go then and we'll say stranger,
Yes.
you know, not now, but years ago when I was, I'll say, my age, about 15 years old, stranger would come in my town and ask for Sam Rucci. Well, of course, they would ask for my dad, you know.
Yes.
And so it was Rucci. And, well, probably they would know.
Yes.
But the nickname, each one over there, they got a nickname, like they call them Passarelli. You know, that's a little bird. That's a nickname. Some they
Okay.
call them Pecorino. That's a little lamb. You know, each one has got a nickname.
Well, where would those names come from?
I don't know.
Little bird,
So,
little...
yeah, so if you go over there and ask my Rucci, everybody would say, Rucci, no. Then if you say, yeah, you know, the little bird, that's the nickname. Oh, yeah, I know it is. You know, and he'll tell you what.
Yeah.
So that's what it
Was
was.
that your nickname, Little Bird?
Little bird, yeah.
That was your nickname, not your father. That was
Yeah,
your
my
nickname.
father.
The family.
Sure.
Oh, the whole,
the
everyone,
family.
the whole
Your
family
family.
was
All the
called.
family.
Okay,
Yeah.
Little Bird.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's what it was.
Uncle
Okay.
Louis was the frog, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, frog, shoestring, anything like that.
You never wondered where they came up with that nickname? That never.
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Well,
How about the church? Was the church the center of the old life?
Oh, yeah, you know, the old Catholic church there, there was no other church
Yeah.
in my hometown. Well, most in Italy, mostly Catholic church,
Yeah.
well, as a few
At that time,
Protestant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But were
But I
there
mean-
like festivals and picnics?
Oh, yeah, they have a festival, they had like Sunday, like San Rocco, St. Joseph, you know, they would take them saying and parade around the street, you know, they have fireworks, things like that. Like they had the one time over there, some Bartholomew, they had feast over there, they do more.
Like the
Yeah.
cinema life.
That's
They used
right,
to have
yeah.
St. Bartholomew.
That's right,
Yeah. They had a parade.
Parade, yeah.
And
And they have a regular, like a carnivals, you know, they
Oh,
sell
okay.
stuff. Like the State Fair and Walk, you know,
yes.
some kind of like that, you know.
Was that a big thing for
Oh,
you?
yeah,
Did you look
sure,
forward to?
there was a big feast.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
What could you do? Like, you know, they didn't have movies, or what did you do if you
Oh, yeah,
had a date?
they had one movie for them, memories of that too. No, they did not.
No, because that would be early 1900s.
Yeah, they had, well, I don't remember if they had a movie.
What could you do on a date? What would you do? Like,
Oh,
if
there
you-
was no date, you know.
But
You
if you-
just go on a farm and at night you come home and you stay home. If in the summertime you go and, you know, in the street and you find your neighbor there.
just
you
go
know,
for a walk or
people.
something? You
Oh, yeah,
could take them out and...
Oh, yeah, they're grown up. They have like downtown Waukesha.
Mhm.
And they go all of that, they're promenade. Then you
There's
just
a
go-
square, there's a
Oh,
square, all our towns have
Promenade,
squares.
okay, that's good, promenade. What was promenade, what you called a square, or that's what you did? You walked around?
Yeah, you walk around, you know, and you see a lot of, well, people in the same town, you stop talking, you know.
Yeah,
And they sort of go on, that's all there is.
so that's how you could kind of
That's
decide
right.
which girls you thought looked
Well,
kind
of
of
course,
attractive?
of course,
or-
we were, you know, when you were a kid, yeah, it was our school chums and things like that. you know,
Yes, yeah.
You know, kid stuff. That's-
Yeah. So how did it happen that you came to this country?
Well, then when I was 15 years old, you know, them days, they were talking, they talk a lot about America, you know, like wealthy the American was, you know. They even got us to believe that if you come up here, the money will find money on the street, you know, things like that, you know. You know, everyone comes to America like that.
Yes.
And I got in my head that I want to come. My uncle, he was here before 1907, I guess he came in, and he landed in Cincinnati, and then in 1915 he decided to come back to this country again, you know, and so I couldn't come all alone because I had to have a guardian with me.
Yeah,
So I talked with my uncle if he could guardian me up here, you know.
mm-hmm,
And so we got together, and then I came with him to 1915. I came to Cincinnati, Ohio, for
Yeah.
land of there.
mm-hmm. What was his name?
Tony
Tony.
Rucci, yeah.
Okay. So now you're in Cincinnati?
Now
and
I'm in
you're 15?
Cincinnati. I'm 15 years old. I'm looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
So then I found some people from the same town that were a year before, but they were, you know, much older than I am. And of course, we know each other from the whole country. And they told me where to find a job. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for a job for that Acme candy factory in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Acme?
Acme,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And so they paid me 10 cents an hour.
What did you do?
Well, what did you do? They put me on the second floor of the factory,
Uh-huh.
and we used to get, they used to make those, you see this candy, like a gum-like, you know.
Gumball, hard on the outside and...
Well, they used to crystallize them, you know.
Yes.
Like they take like, you know, like those candy gum, and then they would crystallize, they put the syrup in it.
Yes,
You know, they had a can, we say, about a little big in this, and,
yes,
you know, a regular pan. And they put those candy first, and then they would cook the syrup.
yes,
And then we would put the syrup at night, in the morning we would take it out, you know, and
yes,
take the candy that was all crystallized.
yes. So you dipped the candy in the...
We put the candy at night
Then we know that can be cured.
raw, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Okay, then we put the syrup right in it.
okay,
During the night, the syrup would hard, you know, and they would
Yes.
crystallize those candy.
Yeah.
In the morning, we would dip the candy out,
yeah,
and then, of course, then they put them in a box, you know.
yeah, that wasn't bad, John.
Yeah, but you know, well, that was quite a bit, because I tell you, those containers that you put them in,
Yeah,
was a little brick in this, and they had, the wall was about 3-4 inches high.
okay,
Their syrup, when you put them candy in there, their syrup was staying all night long. It was ardent, you know, they would, and then after you got the candy, there was syrup on each side, those side
Yeah.
panels.
yeah,
So then you had a scrape or some scrape, you know,
oh,
and your finger, and while you put the circle, and then candy, you hold the thing that you have to take it out from in from on the rack. And they're hot, you know, those
Oh.
fingers, it was all red all the time, you know.
Sure.
Oh.
You know, see, that was a art for, you know,
Yeah.
there's nothing easy, you know,
Oh.
like my age.
Mhm.
And he had a cousin in Chicago, and he was going to come to Chicago and see his cousin, and he figured I'd stay here, you know.
Yes.
So then I said, well, I guess I'll go to Chicago too,
Yeah.
you know. So when I tell my uncle that I was going to leave, you know, so I got it with this guy, and we came to Chicago, then I lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was, but at that time was the First World War was on, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then of course, they issued us those, what do you call, cards, you know, that you would call you when you, see, I wasn't old enough, and I wasn't young enough. See, they give me those register cards.
Or like a draft card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
draft cards,
Yeah.
see. So I was with, of course, the war would last longer, it only last about 17 months.
Yeah.
You know, 1
Yeah.
year before the American boys, they went over there till the end, only 17 months was all over.
Uh-huh.
So between time, the armistice came, so I never got called, you know.
Yeah, but you registered and you
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was
drafted.
registered. Until,
If they
the
had
war
called
would
me,
last another
gone.
6 months,
Mhm,
probably I would
sure.
got called, you know.
But you were too young.
So I never got
Yeah,
to be called, you know.
yeah.
And of course, during the war then, while I was waiting for this,
Mhm.
I worked in a different shop, you know, where they used to make, and they turn all those, I worked in Gary, Indiana, where the American Bridge worked, where they used to make those Navy guns,
Oh.
you know.
Yeah.
There was no,
Defense work.
Defense.
all defense work, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I worked in Gary, Indiana, just defense work.
Did you, I just happened to think of this, I just came back from Alabama, and the USS Alabama, the battleship is there, it's decommissioned now, but
Mhm.
the USS Wisconsin, which is now still,
See, them times, they used to, the railroad, they used to call for a lot of people to go different places and work on the railroad. you know.
yes, yes,
And they used to be, let's say, telling the guy that he born over here, you know, he had good education. But they would hire him to draft so many people to go and work on railroad.
yes.
Get crews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get crews.
And then we would go with him and work on the road for, you know,
Yeah.
3-4 months, and then come back to Chicago again, you know.
Mhm. And is that?
So I had trained with 3 boys that we were together all the time.
Mhm.
So we decided to go in Iowa, work in the highway on that railroad. you know.
Mhm.
And there was one guy that he had a cousin in Waukesha.
Mhm.
He worked for the General Marlboro in the days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that how?
So then, see, our intention was that we were going to go to Chicago all together. And then this friend of us that he was with us, was 3 of us.
Mhm.
Friend of us, he says, I say, I got a cousin. Now this talk came from when we was in the highway on the way to Chicago, see?
Mhm.
And the same man, he says, I got a cousin in Waukesha, Wisconsin. You know, Waukesha,
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
yeah.
And he told, he says, of course, we didn't pay for any tickets on the road, you know. We up to those freight trains.
Sure.
Yeah. See, we up those freight trains. We didn't. And so he says, let's go to Waukesha and I will visit my cousin. And then, of course, our intention was to go back to Chicago.
Yes.
We intend to stay here, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I says, okay. We went, okay. It was me and Louis and this Sam. So then finally, we up the train from Sussex Highway, and so then we came to Milwaukee,
Uh-huh.
and then from Milwaukee we took the streetcar, we came to Waukesha.
Yeah. Now, were Louis and Sam anyone in town would know? Did they stay here?
Louis Reno.
Well, Louis Rayner.
Louis Reno,
Yeah.
okay.
Louis Rayner stayed stayed from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, Louis, and who is Sam?
Well, Sam Mendo, he's deceased now.
He went back to Chicago.
He
Oh,
went-
he didn't stay here.
No, he went
Okay.
back. Well, he stayed well, but then he went back to Chicago.
Okay.
And that's the guy that he was in Waukesha. He knew few people. You know the Pucci's, you know,
Yeah.
because his cousin who was staying with Sasso, Mike Sasso,
Yeah.
mother, you know.
This Sam is the one who knew those people?
Yeah.
How do you spell his last name?
M-A-N-D-O.
Yeah.
Okay, M-A-N-D-O. And he knew the Pucci's and the Sassos?
Yes, because
Okay.
he came over here. He was visiting his cousin before we went
Okay.
over there, you know.
Who's his cousin?
Well, his name was.
Is he the guy that had is he the guy that worked at the Malvo?
Yeah.
He's the guy that worked at the Malvo.
And
Yeah.
what's
Sam's
his
cousin.
name?
Well, his name was Sam Mendo too. like
His
the other
same
cousin.
name?
Yeah.
Same name,
Yeah.
okay, okay. That's good. I think I want to put in here that this man knew the Pucci's and the Sassos
That's
in
right,
town
yeah.
because those are names that people know.
Right.
And
That's
then,
right,
you know, there's a connection.
That's
and-
right, yeah.
Okay,
So then there was a Mike Romito. There was a guy over there that he was them days. You know what the centrifugal
yes,
outfit?
centrifugal,
There
yes.
used to be Lux Piper. They used to call years ago. And Charlie Nelson.
Yes,
He was the owner,
yes,
not the young one, but his father.
yes,
See, he owned it. What centrifuge is now.
Yeah.
There used to be a
Lux Fiber, yeah.
Lux Piper. They used to
Yes.
weave all those, you know, chairs, things
yes.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And this.
Wasn't it Fiber Lux?
No, I think it was,
Okay, well, I'll find out.
yeah.
I've
Not so
heard of
fast.
that though.
Dead.
Okay.
Not so fast. We better get
Yeah.
to that.
Then that was owned by Charlie Nelson
That's right.
Senior.
That's right.
Right, okay. And did you go to work there?
Yeah. Now this guy that we knew him, he was working up there. So he talked to us. He says, "Why don't you? They needed people over there. They assemble chairs. You know."
Yeah.
He says, "Why don't you?" Who told me that we were going back to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, you got a job in Chicago?" I said, "No." I said, "We'll find one," because them days, you know, there was a lot of work there, you know.
Yeah,
And he said, "Well, why don't you stay over there? We need some people, and in my apartment, and I'll get you a job. I'll talk to
Yeah.
the foreman, and I'll get you a job, you know."
yeah,
So then he talked to him. He says, "Yeah, tell him to come over there." So me and this Sam Mendo,
yeah.
we got a job over there,
Mm-hmm.
assembling those chairs, you know. We used to
Yeah.
work piecework. So,
Yeah.
and we worked there for 2 years, well, about a couple of years, you know.
How did you compare that with some of your other jobs? And, you know, I won't write this if you thought he was a big slave driver or something, but how did you compare that
Well,
work
the
with some of
different job was different thing, you know.
different jobs?
Yeah, I worked in
Okay.
the machine shop, I worked in the janitor.
Yeah,
I
you
run
did
the
hard
elevator,
work.
you know, a different job, you know.
Yeah.
I had so many jobs. I worked in the paint factory where they make paint, Bevo paint company, you know.
Yeah.
I did all kinds of jobs, we had all kinds of jobs.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you did a
Yeah.
lot of work in a couple of years.
You had a lousy
Okay.
work history.
Oh, I think he's good. He tried them all on.
That's right, you wanna know which one you like.
That's
yeah.
right, that's
Yeah.
right.
So by that time, then when we came to Waukesha, then I was 20 years old then, you know, when I came
Okay.
to Waukesha.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we got to Waukesha.
Mhm.
I mean, I forgot to tell you, when we got to Waukesha, before, after we got the job, you know, I mean, before we got the job. So we landed from Milwaukee, we landed in Waukesha. From Waukesha, then we started walking on St. Paul Avenue. On St. Paul Avenue. We walked to what is it that, we know where the school is?
Barstow?
Barstow. We walked to Barstow, and we turned to the right. There's Main Street. So when you got to Main Street, there was a undertaker parlor, a Gasper.
Gasper,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So that guy just planted some new grass on the corner. We had overalls on, you know, we didn't have no suitcase or nothing. And so all three of us, we parked around on top of the fresh ground, you know. That guy, he come out, he says, for God's sake, you boys, give the grass a chance to grow. He says, I just planned that yesterday, you know. So then we started walking towards, on the East Main Street now, see?
Yeah,
That's where this Pucci had the grocery store, that
Yeah.
place used to sell ice cream and all that
Okay.
stuff, you know. So then when we got on White Rock Avenue in Main Street, there we saw girls about 14, 15 years old. She had a buggy and she was wheeling a little child in there. See? So when we crossed the street, this Sam that he was here before, so to see his cousin, you know,
Sam Mendel.
he knew the girl because, you know, he was here
Yeah,
before
yeah.
and he knew the grocery store. He
Yeah.
knew. So when we got over there, there's a girl pushing the buggy
Yeah.
and we stopped, you know. Of course, this is my wife now. You know, that's good.
But not yet.
Not that, yeah, no. But anyway, we got in the car and we stopped. We started talking to them two. They were talking together. And
Yeah.
they said, well, I want to do Sam Rucci
Yeah.
and Louis Reno and, you know, oh, fine. Well, nothing happened. So she went away. Them days, she used to work 10-cent store, you know. Yeah, she was. Well, anyway.
Cashier.
Anyway, then we walked another block, well, as far as Hartwell, you know.
Yeah,
And that's the old man, you know where the car wash today?
yes,
Well, that was the home there. They had the store there and everything.
yeah.
And my wife, she was 15. She used to have a meat butcher shop and everything in that store, see? She used to cut meat and all this stuff.
In her own dad's store, yeah.
And then, of
Oh,
course,
then your mother was a Poochie?
Yes, my mother was a
Oh, I
Pucci.
didn't know
Mhm.
that.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her name was Rose
Rose,
Poochie?
that's right.
Okay. Joe
See, Joe
Poochie.
Pucci is my mother's nephew. Young Joe, yeah.
Okay, because his father would have been her brother.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, Lorraine, you're all right.
Yeah.
Well, she just got back from vacation.
Yeah,
She should be
that's
correct.
right. Oh, too much sun, you know, we're not used to that up here. Okay, and it was just called Joe Pucci's Grocery.
Pucci's grocery. yeah.
Okay, was the father of Rose, who Sam would later marry.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Okay,
Now,
and what did she work in the grocery store there? Did you
well,
say?
She helped.
she works in a 10-cent store. And then after that, they went to work for Mr. Weber.
At the Moorback.
Moorback, and they used to be spy over there, you know.
Okay, also was a cashier
Yeah,
at,
and,
At
yeah,
the
what
10
that's
store?
right.
What was it called?
The Woolworths, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Woolworth, I guess, was some kind of Woolworth.
Okay, and later worked for, what was that rubber's first name? Carl or John?
No, not
No,
college.
yeah.
John Senior, wasn't it?
John Senior, I think.
Yeah, John Senior, yeah, yes.
John
Of course, the boys worked with him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rubber
Yeah.
Senior at the Moorback.
Moorback, that's right.
She was a salad chef.
And she was, yeah, and then she was a waitress, you know, her and her sister.
But she
they were
prepared the
waitresses.
salads, I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
her telling.
Well,
Right.
see, they had different settings. Now, they go to work at, you know, for noon.
Yeah.
They served the lunch, then they would go home, then they would come back later
That's
on in the
right.
afternoon to serve the dinner.
Yeah.
Because- Because the meals were included, that was
That's right,
You
that
know,
was European.
that was
plan.
resort.
Yeah,
American plan.
right. Okay,
So
so,
then, at the same time, this fellow that he applied for a job for us, and then we want to work together.
Yeah.
You know, of course, when we landed, we only had 15 cents between three of us.
when you got to Waukesha.
Waukesha, 15 cents
Okay.
we had. And so then we told him, he said, well, we gonna, how are we gonna live? He says, well, I'll go talk to Mr. Pucci, that I'll go good, whatever you want, you know. He says, you buy from them, and because we got a place to live, we had to live with Mrs. Sasso, you know.
Now, how would that be to those Sassos out in Eagle?
Well,
But they are related,
They're
aren't
related.
they?
Huh?
They're related.
Those are the Sassos that related
They're
to
related
Mike.
they're related to Mom. I mean,
Well, there was, I don't know, They don't relate to Mike Sass. That's, what's his name, Tony Sass and Philip Sass.
Tony Calvano's
Yeah, well,
father.
that's,
Yeah,
yeah.
that had the Legion
We
Lorraine,
were staying with the,
but they had
his mother,
different,
you know.
different names.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
confusing.
so what
Yeah.
was the name of the Sasso that you stayed with? What was his first name?
First, well, we used to call him Philomena.
The
She
mother.
was- yeah, because the husband died, you know,
Mhm.
and she was a widow, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, stay,
And we stayed with him.
With
yeah.
the widow Sasso.
with, look around,
That's right.
and
go
hop
back.
the freight and go back.
That's right.
But you walked along like Main Street, you sat down on Gasper's front grass, you said, hey, give it a chance to grow up.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah, yeah.
So you walked up the street, you see this beautiful young girl pushing a baby buggy, and you all decide you're gonna stick around, just like that.
Well,
That's great.
well,
That's
yeah,
great.
you could do that. I mean, we could
Well,
do
is that just
That's
like
what
that in
happened.
one day you decide?
No, well, not the one day. I didn't get, real acquainted with it one day.
No,
Eh,
but
eh,
you didn't ever go back then to Iowa? You just
Oh, no,
stayed?
no, we stayed there.
You stayed?
Then we stayed here. We
Yeah.
stayed here. This Sam that originated,
Mendel.
he taught us to come over here.
Yeah.
Then he left, he went to Chicago. And
He
we
left.
left, me and Louis Rainer with
But
him.
you and Louis moved in with the widow
That's
Sasso?
right, that's right,
Okay,
that's right.
so that was the first time Louis Rayner was here too, huh?
But Louis Rainer came the same day that we got here, you know.
Well, you've been friends forever.
I've been
almost.
friends with Louis, which one was it?
They're
2
from
years
the
old.
same
We
hometown.
live in the same town. from Italy.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
sure.
But did you come over here at the same time?
Well, he came to Chicago because he had a
Yes.
brother in Chicago, and I went to Cincinnati, see?
Yes.
So, but on the same year, he came, I guess, he came a year before I did, you know, he came in.
What year was it that you came here again?
I came in 1915.
1915.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, maybe I got that down here, but in case I don't. Okay. Gee, that's really ironic. Is there anybody else here in town that is from the same hometown?
What, now you mean?
Yeah, well, did
Any
it?
townspeople that you remember from Meduno?
No, the
Nobody
only
else.
was this Sam that he was working
Yeah.
with, you know, and Mike Romito, you know.
He's dead.
And he's gone.
And
Okay.
he's gone too,
Yeah.
see.
So,
So that's it. Only me and Louis,
M-O-D-U-G-N-O.
yeah.
And you and Louis are both
That's
from
right, they're
that
both from
town.
the same town.
But you're not
And-
related?
And,
No.
yeah, he's a brother-in-law to you. He married
Yeah.
one sister and I married the other one.
But no blood?
Later on.
But you're not
No,
blood?
no blood. Yeah.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
married sisters.
He hasn't got to that point.
Okay, okay. All right, got it. So now you're moving in with Mrs. Sasso,
That's right.
and you are both going to work at the Lux Fiber
Lux Fiber,
factory?
yeah, Lux Fiber.
Okay,
Then, of course, I worked Lux Fiber about a year or so. But Louis, at the same time, see, he just come out of the war. He enlisted in the First World War.
oh,
So
okay.
when he come out of the war, you know, then he got sick and he went to Resthaven. Them days, you know, Resthaven.
Yes.
There was a government hospital there.
Yes, I just.
So then he
told
got
you about
admitted.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got admitted over there. So he stayed there for quite a bit, you know. And then, of course, when he got discharged.
Did he have TB, or
Well, he
it
had
was
some
just
kind of-
general
yeah, he had a
stuff
little
then,
bit-
wasn't it?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he was kind of
Yeah.
dizzy. He used to get dizzy,
Oh.
something like that.
I think maybe I won't put that in there, because, maybe people will wonder, what I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
then, of course, while we started working, things like that, and we were trade with this Mrs. Pucci
Yes.
at the grocery store, because this Mike went good for us. And
Yes.
of course, every time I go over there, my wife, she was a young girl, and we start flirting each other and things like that. One way or another, that's,
Sure.
we got acquainted, and
Yeah.
so we came to, then past about a year or so, till really, we used to go to dance at Tommy's,
Mother's brother.
mother's brother. They used to like act and married too, They
That's
used
the
to-
chaperone.
They used to like, yeah, they used to like go dance. Years ago, there was park over here. They used to what do you call it?
Solarium?
No, the strip club I used to go to,
Waukesha Beach?
Waukesha Beach,
Oh.
you know. They used to
Yeah,
have a big pavilion over there, you know.
yeah.
They
Sure.
used to dance, yeah, and we used to go dance and things like that, you know.
Now, who did you go with? You went with Rose, but who was this? Somebody
Her
else
brother.
went along with
Her,
you?
her
older
brother,
brother.
he had to be along all the time.
Okay,
And
what
his
was his
sister,
name? What was
Tom
Tom
Pucci,
Pucci.
and Mary Reno. It
And,
was her sister.
okay, but they weren't married yet either?
No, they weren't married.
They're brother and sisters. They were
Chris
her
Tom.
older sister and older brother.
Married Pucci at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, married Pucci.
Okay, but they were not married, so Tom and Mary Pucci, brother and sister, chaperoned you.
Right.
That's right.
Did you have to pay for all of them too?
No.
Well, that's often happens, you know, brother and sister
No.
go along and you gotta pick up the
No,
tab for
I
everybody.
didn't have that much money then.
Oh, okay. Well, they treated you square then.
Well, anyway, and then we got pain and things like that. And Louis went to hospital, and then when he come out of the hospital, he went to work. And
So you're dating Rose, you're going
then
on,
then I got a job up to West Haven, you know.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And of course, Rose, my wife, she was working up West Haven with her sister Mary. She worked in a dietitian.
But you're
part.
not married yet, are you?
No, I'm not married yet.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna put Mary, or I'm gonna put Rose, worked there as a dietitian. What did you do there?
Well, first I got a job in the kitchen. You know,
Okay,
help in the kitchen with the cook and things like that.
okay,
Then of course I got promoted, and we used to take them days, you know, those guys that come out of the water with kind of nutty like, you know.
Shell shock.
yes,
They put the
that's
shell
right.
shock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I got a job, me and another guy, we used to transport those people to Madison, you know. to
Orderlies.
Orderly, like, you know.
oh,
things like-
yes.
Yeah. And I worked there for about, let's see, 1921. Dry them days, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I quit there, and then of course, then I got married. At the same time I got married to my wife, you know.
you quit your job and got married.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
see, them days, do I have to put in there? Because the old man, we used to have a speakeasy them days, you know.
oh, yeah?
You know, I used to sell beer.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
had
well,
one of
everybody-
those out of Gerke's Corners. they
Yeah,
was speaking.
everybody was doing that, you know.
Yeah,
And of course, then I helped my father-in-law, you know. I
oh,
quit my
your
job.
father-in-law had
Yeah.
a speakeasy at the grocery store. huh?
Yeah, well then,
Okay.
And, you know, I used to sell
His business was
home
good,
brew,
so you
thing like
could,
that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, and I stayed with him till then I got married, and then I stayed with him.
Oh,
The
you
old
did?
man, my father-in-law bought that building downtown, you know, on the 7-Eleven on there.
Pucci's,
The great
Oh,
big building.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
the
yeah.
one on
He bought that.
Madison Street, the same
Yeah.
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 Me and my brother-in-law, Tom, then moved, see, he stayed on the main street. The old man stayed on Main Street.
In the grocery store?
Well, yeah, the grocery store.
Okay,
Well, the grocery store, and then he made speakeasy out of that too, you know.
okay,
Well, anyway, and then me and my brother-in-law, we moved downtown. And
Okay.
the old man bought the building, and we stayed downtown. You know.
what did you run in there?
Well, we run soda water, we sold soda water, beer, you know,
Oh,
we stayed.
okay,
You know.
well, was Prohibition over yet?
Oh,
or
no,
not?
no, prohibition was there, yeah.
Still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Well, what are we gonna call that joint downtown? We're not gonna call it a speakeasy. What are we gonna call
no,
it?
there was no speaking.
No,
Well,
what are we gonna call
Pucci's
it?
Gardens, it was
It was
called.
Pucci's Gardens.
Pucci's
That was
Gardens.
called,
Pucci
right,
Garden,
yeah.
yeah, that's
what it was
What
called.
did they do?
They had food there
Well,
too?
we sold near beer, you know, soda
Okay, so a
water.
restaurant
Tobacco
and near
supplies.
beer.
Yeah, tobacco supplies.
Yeah, tobacco and things like that, you know.
Okay,
Of course, we sold a little hooch, you know, what we didn't
Yeah,
mention.
but no, that's right, everybody, you know,
Everybody
I
else.
guess that's the hypocrisy
Yeah.
of it all, because
That's right.
everybody
Yeah, that's
knows
right.
it
Yeah.
and
That's
everybody
right.
is doing it.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, now, you are married, what year were you married?
23, ain't it?
I think so. 1923.
1923.
Because I was born in 26. 1923.
Okay, now, did they did he buy that place before you were married or
Oh,
after
yeah.
you were married?
Yeah, then my father-in-law, he, after he bought this building downtown, me and my brother-in-law, we ran there. Then about 6, 7 months after that, then he rented a place on the Main Street, and then we all moved, see, we live upstairs there, you know, when I got married,
On St. Paul.
on St. Paul Avenue. And then my father-in-law with his wife rented the place on Main Street, and he came live with us. Because
Okay.
there was, this big place on
14
upstairs.
rooms.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
And then, of course, then we run together then. And then I got married and they put me a partnership with him,
okay.
And I stayed with him about a year. And then this, the Como Hotel is? No?
I get confused down in there on what's on what corner.
Well, on the same floor.
But isn't it a block? One is a block?
Yeah,
apart?
on the same size with the building that my father-in-law bought.
Yeah,
That's, Joe runs that now.
yes, and it's a block from where Poochie
But
was.
I-
Oh, just about,
About 3 doors down. Lily.
Yeah.
All
3
right.
doors down.
Yeah.
yeah.
See, that place,
Right across from the bank.
their place was
Bank
for
Drive,
sale.
Bank.
Bank Drive.
Their place was for sale.
Yeah.
See, before there was a apartment upstairs
Mhm.
and saloon downstairs. The Hardy bought this from not Connemara,
Watertown.
Watertown. They owned that, see.
Yeah,
So it was for sale.
yeah.
And then I bought the building.
Was that where, there used to be a hotel somewhere in there called the Prairie Hotel or something
No,
like that? It was.
First, when I started, it was the working men's home. Working men's home.
Yeah, but before that, there was a hotel in there that was a very, during the springtime, people came and stayed there, and I'm trying to think.
Oh, you mean the Fountain Avenue? The Fountain House?
No, but there was a place down there in that block, it was called the Prairie Hotel.
No.
No, that wasn't it,
No.
okay. Now,
The Fountain House was on the Grand Avenue, where
Yeah,
the,
we know.
Grand Avenue, we were up there.
Okay, but let me get this straight now. First of all, your father-in-law buys Poochie's Gardens,
That's right.
and you and your brother-in-law are running it?
That's right.
You put them
We
in the
run it,
business, yeah.
And we live
Okay.
upstairs there.
So, Sam, and what is your brother-in-law's name?
Tom,
Tom.
he's deceased now, he's not.
Okay, he's the one that used to chaperone you.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Sam and Tom Poochie run that, okay.
And Lorraine, that was Tom Pucci was Joe Pucci's dad.
Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
got it.
Just so you get a little.
Yeah, I do, now I
Yeah.
get the picture, all right. So, but that was before you married Rose. But then you married Rose. Did you manage that or down there with your brother-in-law before you married Rose?
Yes, we were together.
Okay, then you married her, and you all moved up above, and then Tom and his family lived there, and you.
That's right. And his
Rose,
father, that's
And,
right.
this would be Joe Pucci Senior,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Okay. I don't know how much of this I'll put in if I see so much going on there on Wednesday that I get involved with writing about the children and all, but at least I got it in my own head, and it doesn't mean we wouldn't make another story like about that
Whatever,
later
sure.
too. Then Father Joe Pucci, and what was your mother-in-law's name?
Marietta.
Marietta.
Oh, the same as Marietta Reno.
Mm-hmm. She was named after her.
Okay. Moved there. So the whole, well, not the whole family, but like a good bit of the family lived there.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Then, how much longer? Apparently, you're gonna buy something down the street
Yeah, that's what I
called
bought.
the Como
The Como Hotel
Hotel.
is now.
Okay, and how, what did you call it then?
Well, them days, well, there was a tavern,
But it had a name.
Well, it's,
Not then. In 1925, he bought the building.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay. And he lived there 2 years and ran the tavern, and they lived upstairs.
in the new building, not Pucci's Gardens.
No.
Now we're talking
No.
about the new one.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, can I call it the Como Hotel?
Well, it is now the Como Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is now the
What is
Como
now the
Hotel.
Como Hotel.
Wasn't it the working man's house?
And then in 1927, that's when he moved, he put the addition of the rooms.
Yeah,
He made
that's-
it a hotel.
Okay. Was Prohibition over yet? Can I, what was it?
yeah, no, the probation still was there then.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna say, bought what is now the Como Hotel in what year was that?
When
1920?
we built the addition in
1927.
29. Huh?
27.
27.
You bought it in 25?
25.
Built it in
Okay.
27, yeah.
And added
We had 26 rooms
an
then.
addition in 1927. Did you call it the Como Hotel then?
First, we called it the working men's home, you know.
Okay, in 1927. So then how many rooms were there?
26.
26 rooms. And did you have like a restaurant?
Well, no, we
No,
just...
it was just
was
really
the
a
tavern
hotel.
down below,
Yeah,
and the hotel, sir.
okay.
yeah.
But we can't, what can we call, well, what the heck, nobody's gonna, 26 rooms and a tavern, nobody's gonna say that was prohibition. Okay, so then you and your wife have moved just down the street from your in-laws, right?
That's right.
Were you in competition with your father-in-law?
Well,
Oh, I don't know. There-
there was all in the family.
Okay.
Hello?
Well, then after I built the 26 room,
Yeah.
then I moved out of there, you know. And then I went and lived in,
Pleasant Street.
huh?
On Pleasant Street.
Pleasant Street, yeah.
Yeah.
I moved to Pleasant Street.
No, Mary, just to go ahead.
What do we say, 2-3 years,
Okay.
Mary Jo?
All right.
Before I built the
I'm
house.
finding
and-
out
No,
things I didn't know.
no, when you bought the tavern, you still lived above Pucci's, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that time, yeah.
Yeah.
The first, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you lived, you lived above Pucci's until about 35, didn't he?
What?
When did we move over on Pleasant Street?
Oh, we moved on Pleasant Street when I was confirmed. I was in 7th grade. How old would I have been?
So you had you had 3 children,
That's right.
And
Oh,
you
no.
had all the children before you moved to Pleasant Street.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you live near the Natalizios on Pleasant Street?
They lived in our house.
No.
Didn't they live on Pleasant?
Didn't you rent that house from Tony Namalizio?
No,
No,
I'm
let's
sorry.
say-
he bought them from the party that we rent for, you know.
Oh,
after
he
we
bought it
moved out
after
of
we
that.
moved out.
Okay, so you had 3 children still before you moved before Pleasant Street. Okay. And your dad, this is, just between the folks, your father-in-law never got upset that you were in the same business as he was and you're only
No,
3 doors
everybody else
down?
was in the business. Listen, if I wasn't there, somebody else would be.
Okay,
There wasn't just 2 taverns, there were a lot of them.
okay,
Each house they had whiskey and all that stuff, everybody bought.
okay.
It don't make no difference that time.
All in the family. Okay, that's good. All right, now I guess you've got your 3 children and they have all gone to school here
That's right.
in this city. And your wife's family then actually had been here quite a long time. So the Pucci's are an old Waukesha family. You are now too, I guess. You
Oh,
have
yeah, I
walking
guess-
ideas
I
of
guess
how
they-
that is
I guess they
going.
moved, I guess Joe Van Pucci, see, they were, years ago, they lived in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And that's what I've been
Yeah.
told, because I was here then.
Yeah,
And then they moved to Milwaukee, and then they moved to Waukesha. You
yeah.
know, this must have been because my wife, she was born in Fond du Lac, Tom was born in Fond du Lac, Mary was born in Fond du Lac. So they came here around about, I mentioned 1912 or 1911, something like that,
Tell me now, because I'm going to see you Wednesday night, your family has been kind enough to invite me to your birthday
Why,
party
thank
too. so I'll see you then, but and I'll probably be pestering you with some more questions too, but just as we sit here, quietly, and you think back about all the years and all that's happened to you here, are there any things that come to your mind? Everybody's gonna be asking you what words of wisdom you can give them, but you think about life in Waukesha and...
Yes, I'm gonna outlive a little bit.
Can you tell me a little, just now as you sit here, as you think about it?
Well, I don't want you to put now, because
No.
I want to
You wanna
surprise the
say it
people right
then.
there, yeah.
Okay,
Then
all right.
you can take a notes there.
That's fine. I'm happy to do that. I never go anywhere without
Yeah.
my yellow tablet. Okay, I'm gonna give you a birthday hug right now,
Oh.
because everyone's gonna be crowding around you doing it. Happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
you.
I would think you'd use a recorder.
Yeah.
This or that or the other thing.
That makes me
Well,
laugh
I'm
when
gonna
I...
Put on my coat and let you folks go to dinner.
Okay, Lorraine.
Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Just one
Oh,
thing that you
you
might,
are very
you might
nice.
wanna know, that he lives alone,
Yeah.
and he takes care of himself, he does his own cooking.
I
and stuff
can
like
tell
that.
that he'd
And
be
he does a
very
good job.
self-sufficient.
On the spaghetti,